If you're somebody that is absolutely terrified of a networking event being in a large room with a bunch of strangers and having to strike up random conversations, then this is for you. Today, I want to talk to you all about ways to network, but I want you to have a different mindset when it comes to your networking. Basically, in a nutshell, networking is simply word of mouth marketing. It's you meeting with a random person at a random time, and it can be anywhere. It can be you going to a restaurant on a date night with your significant other or your spouse. It could be going to a coffee shop to just get away and to work outside of the office. Those are different scenarios that I want you to put on your networking mindset. The reason I want you to think about networking differently is because it's easy for us to get overwhelmed, scared, especially if you're an introvert when it comes to networking. And I want you to take the pressure off. Really, what it comes down to is you want to have a positive relationship with anybody that you engage with throughout the day when you're going about doing your business. You are representing your business, whether you like it or not, when you're out and about, whether you're going to a coffee shop or whether you're going to the grocery store or something like that, you represent your business. And there's a good opportunity that any chance you go to, you're going to talk to somebody that may need your services. So it's always good to just think about it when it comes to that. You're just going about doing your normal stuff, and you're just sharing a little bit about your business if the conversation happens to come up. Now, another way that you can consider networking is it's not always about you. When it comes to meeting people, maybe they might not need your services, but maybe they have a problem that you know somebody that can help them. And so you provide word of mouth marketing networking to the customer by referring somebody to that particular person, right? So networking is just simply that. How can you have a conversation with somebody while you're out and about? And can you help them with a product that you have to offer? Or do you have a friend or a fellow colleague that might be able to help them with another project? That's kind of what I'm talking about when it comes to networking. So when you're talking in-person networking, yeah, you can have the big rooms of the networking events or the fundraising activities, but I want you to think of an opportunity when you're at a coffee shop or when you're out and about running errands or whatever that you are doing. I want you to think about those as network opportunities, okay? There's another level to networking that you can do, and it's online. And this is one of my favorites, thanks to all of the last 18 months that we've dealt with what we have, is the online piece of it. So when I talk about online, you can you can be in Facebook groups where your ideal customer is hanging out, and you can just network in there. You can meet people, and this is one of my favorite places to go. One of the groups that I'm in several different groups, and they're not even really networking groups. They're just free groups for people who want prayer for something. It can be a group of other business owners that I'm connected with. And the main purpose of me being in there not only just so I can get some benefits out of it too, but it's for me to meet people and for me to connect with people. So somebody might post inside this Facebook group that they might need some help with something. And I'm super intentional when it comes to, I don't just scroll right by it. If somebody has a question and needs help on something that I have an answer for, or I know somebody who does, I am very quick to tag them in it. So an example would be, the other day, I was in a group, and there was one gal that was asking questions about bookkeeping. I don't know anything about bookkeeping, but I know somebody who does. And so I was able to just comment and say, yeah, I'm super excited that you're in the group. I can't help you with bookkeeping, but Heather, can you provide some light? And I will tag Heather in the Facebook post. And so then Heather would come in and be able to provide some information that can help the customer or help whoever who did that post. So do you see how when you network in a group like that, it might not benefit you totally, but I met Heather inside of a private Facebook group. We actually got connected, and actually she was one of my customers. So when you start actually with the mindset of I'm going to help somebody or I'm going to cheer somebody on, that's where networking really plays a part when it comes to being inside an online group. Okay, another place would be inside your email or inside your messenger. Maybe somebody has sent you a message inside Facebook, or they've sent you an email. Well, that's a networking opportunity too. You are connecting with somebody that you wouldn't normally have talked to or connected with any other time. So by you just creating that engagement and providing like great customer service and giving them some tips or some help, you have just made a really good connection and one-on-one marketing, a little connection there, right? So think about it when it comes to your DMs, your email, your any messages that come in, even like comments that people comment on posts. That's how you can do some networking. Another place that I have found that's been really helpful, especially in the last 18 months, is Zoom groups. Okay. I've been in several masterminds or several challenges where we've all been, there's been hundreds of people inside of a Zoom. You can see their tiles on their computer screens and you can see all these people. But one part that's really important and that lots of Zoom rooms have is they have the chat feature. And so when I'm in those groups, I'm always chatting and I'm, commenting and typing whatever I need to do. Well, every once in a while, there'll be somebody that needs help with something or somebody that needs some ideas. Maybe it's marketing, maybe it's not, but that is my opportunity inside the chat to say, hey, I would be happy to help you. Why don't you connect with me? Here's my email address. And that goes inside the chat. Okay. Or maybe let's go back to that bookkeeping thing. Okay. So maybe we need to just connect with somebody to somebody else. So all you have to say is, oh, I know a great person that can help you. Heather can help you. Here is her contact information, or here's her social media handle. So that's inside of a Zoom room. So my main goal today is I just want to make sure that you understand networking doesn't necessarily have to be inside of a big group. Yes, it can happen, but I know you introverts, you all have that little bit of heartburn inside where you're like, you really don't want to do that. Okay. So let's simplify this a little bit. Let's think about word of mouth marketing in your everyday outside activities, the coffee shop, craft fairs, even restaurants, fundraisers, all of those things. Okay. Those are the in-person events. The online events would be join some Facebook groups where your ideal customers hang out and just get in there and start encouraging and connecting them if they need help with something, sharing some of your videos that you posted on your social media, do things like that. That's inside online. Another one would be the Zoom. Make sure you utilize that chat feature. Get in the chat if you're in any Zoom groups that you don't know a lot of people. Start making some connections there. And it can be you're just engaging with the speaker inside of Zoom, but 9 times out of 10, there's always people that are asking questions that the speaker might not have gotten to, or it might not be totally on task. People like to do that too. They like to throw in random questions. So you can be able to provide that extra level of help and connecting, because you can connect with them outside of the Zoom group based on the chat that you had and that you engaged with inside those Zoom classes. So I want to encourage you this week, don't be afraid to network. And don't be afraid to, or don't feel like it needs to be, you have to be in all of the networking events, because there's so many other options out there. And the more that you get out there, the more you can connect with people, the more you can help people, the more people are going to start to realize who you are. And then they're going to start connecting their friends, their connections back to you as well. I promise it's going to benefit you. Plus, you're going to learn to meet so many people and you're going to be able to expand your network as well. So I hope these helped. I will see you next time for some more tips and tricks. Have a great day.